Hey guys, it's Michael Valentino from Crusader Caravans in Campbellford, Victoria. Today I have the absolute pleasure of demonstrating the MY 24.5 Cross-Country Extreme. This thing's loaded with Victron, induction cooktops, split windows, Ogo composting toilet. What has it got that you don't want? Who knows, because this thing's got everything. Take a look. Has a heap of extras. We've gone ahead and said, this van already can tackle the world. What's the point? Let's just chuck every conceivable extra that every customer's ever put, ever asked. Can you? Maybe. We're not sure, but we've just gone ahead and put it on. This guy has, as far as featured, a 4-ton upgraded compliance for the people that are touring around in the F-150s, Dodge Rams, American trucks, upgraded Land Cruisers, all the bits and bobs that you'd want. We have an Ogo composting toilet, split windows in the bedroom. Why do you ask? Well, when we get inside, I'm sure you'll find out. We have a induction cooktop from the team at Thetford, a full Victron system for a 3,000 watt inverter, auto switching, 100 amp AC DC charger. This thing is loaded. But before we get into all the spicy stuff inside, I'm going to show you all of the wicked stuff on the out. We have a DO45 coupling for a 4-ton compliance. The A-frame is a 6mm steel compliance. It features anti-sway system from the team at Tucson. We have a Raptor coated chassis. This is a 4K paint application, Raptor chassis. This guy is a protective and superb paint protection coating. It's not as robust as far as rust, as far as concerned with the hot dip gel, but the Raptor coat looks perfect every single time it goes on, and our customers are loving it. It's the #1 requested item on the cross-country extremes. We have a front winding jockey wheel. We have a Matador hook chain points with our hammerlock locks, like so, for our 4-ton chains. We have a RIP handbrake, of course, from a team at DO45 and Cruisemaster. We have on the A-frame here for our wiring, 12-pin plug, yellow Anderson for our caravan on the top for our dust suppression. We'll talk about that more inside. We have a blue Anderson plug for our hydraulic disc brakes and a grey Anderson plug for our DC to DC charging. There isn't an extra it hasn't got. Wireless camera? Yes, of course it has. Stop asking, keep watching. We have 2 9-kilo gas bottles on the front. It has a Grip Sport provisional bike bar here underneath the gas bottles to allow for a bike rack to come up and over. Just add it to the van, why not? It's already got everything else, just keep adding. We have a firebox from the team at Crusader. How's it from Crusader? It's embossed, of course. We have slides either side. Whoop, generator, not that you'll need it, this thing's loaded with power. We have on the roof 4 200-watt Arizon solar panels. That allows for huge amounts of charge through the 50-amp solar controller. We have a power inlet for our mains isolator and in our inverter switch as well. Pull through tunnel boot. How big is it? Big enough is the answer. All the way through, we have touch light on opposite end, they're just there, a trailer-made jack for jacking it up, not you'll need to change a tyre too often, and we have a light switch for our front light bar at the front, giving you full exposure. At the front of the van, of course, we have a front window allowing for maximum light into the caravan. It is a fully composite sandwich panel construction, fiberglass outer, fiberglass inner, XPR insulation inside for a 32mm insulated van. We have this beautiful turquoise little sticker here. I really like it, one of the fan faves. Batteries, 2 200-amp lithium batteries, all protected, all high-rise checker plate, steel front boxes. Of course, they're aluminium, but they give us that flat steel impression. We have our mud flap at the front to protect everything. We have a mud flap underneath to protect everything. And we also have all of our airbag equipment as far as tanks, compressors, airlines, the whole bits and bobs. This is ready to go anywhere you want to take it. We have two 110 litre water tanks, 12-volt socket to pump up our tyres if we happen to get a flat or we want to pump something up, or just power an extra fridge. We have a 17-inch AT3 Cooper All-American wheel and tyre with upgraded rims, just because it looks fancy, why not? Mud flaps as we continue through, external shower, our compressor fridge vents, of course, up the top, offside annex light, and a full-length sail track to the whole side of the van, allowing you to keep this whole side nice and cool if you need to have extra space. We have mains pressure water filler, so you pop your water on here, it auto-fills through our mains pressure water fill, little spider cap here. We have a breather valve for our grey tank out, like so. And we have our drop-down legs. All of our water tanks are checker plate guarded. We have a stainless steel 28 litre hot water service from the team at Swift. No better. This is the best unit on the market, in my opinion. And of course, a little ventilation spot for our Ogo toilets. Ogo composting. If you're not a fan of composting, of course, we offer alternate toilets, but it seems to be the way the cross-country range is heading. Seems to be the mainly requested item, and the Ogo is probably the nicest looking composting toilet currently on the market. We have, on the back of our van, a rear view camera, an annex light. We have sequential indicator lights, a fancy little pop-off little aluminium finish here that makes everything look nice and fancy. We have a number plate holder, 4-bar reinforced bumper bar, as well as spare wheel holder on the back there, 17-inch Cooper on the back as well. Making our way through the door side, we have full height storage lockers. It's quite heightest, I believe, this top locker, so I will not show you out of pure respect for the people at my height. We have storage at the top, storage at the bottom. We have a global grey shade awning, so it's a top grayed out awning. It allows for it to look a little bit cleaner. You'll notice on the door side we have orange bug lights that interchange to white as well. We have 2 picnic tables, because why not? Preparations all in the key of the use. We have outside picnic tables, of course, and TV hutch for our TV, our cigarette socket, 12-volt aerial, and we have our multiple supply power points. Picnic, microwave vent, 12-volt socket for bits and bobs. We have our airbag system, woo, from the team at Teco Tough Ride. It is a 4-ton compliant stage 4 airbag system. You hit auto, whole system will go up as it requires, and it does all the math. It goes, well, where am I at? I want to be nice and level before I drive. You can see the whole van moving up and down here. We go remote, and then we go, you know what? Maybe it's a little bit too high for me. So we're going to drop the door side. And just like that, the dodgy knees are a thing of the past. Straight into the van, no pressure on the old knees, no need to be able to level the side out. It's $100,000 caravan. You want to make sure you've got all the best features and benefits. That is this here. You've got individual switches, of course, remote. We have a drain button. We have a manual inflation if things go wrong or you hit something, of course. We have a air out to be able to pump up your tires, and we have all of our hoses and everything that come with the unit up here as well. We are going to pop him off for now. We don't particularly need to be hearing him as we're filming our gorgeous video. We have a Hydrostar disc brake actuating unit there as well. So that's going to pump hydraulic brake fluid all the way through the lines and pull the brakes up in a unanimous way. So the brakes, rather than going kung, 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 go whoo, like that. That's what you pay for. Whoo, like an owl. We have full through storage. We have a tear mass on this particular unit of 2936. We have an ATM of 4,000 kilos. We have a load carrying capacity of 1,064 kilos, a ball weight of 187, and this van was built just the other day, 0424. Light switch for our front light bar, and of course, a barbecue slide, a fridge slide, whatever you're so inclined to want to slide. As long as you're sliding, who's asking? There's not enough time in this video to really highlight to you some of the features that this van comes standard with. It has everything on it. Split windows, wine guard antenna, upgraded solar panels, you've got your bug lighting, that's an upgrade, you've got all of your double glazed Dometic windows, you've got your reinforced Kamek security door, you've got your Bargman handle. Everything we do is an RVMAP accredited. Every van we build goes through an air pressure testing system to ensure that there is no dust ingress, no water ingress. The old days of watering down a van with a hose to water test it is just absurd. It's 2024, heading to 2025. We need to make sure that those build practices are better. The way forward is composite. Ask your insurance company. What would you prefer to insure? A composite caravan from Crusader or a stick and tin, aluminium built, ply, stuck together, slap bang, glued product? Because they'll tell you now, 10% off is coming off your premium if you go for a fully composite van. You can't argue with insurance companies. They're there to make the mullah. The mullah means, for them, they want to insure the best built and the best produced van within Australia. And to me, I believe that's Crusader. Jump inside, I'll meet you in there. Welcome to the pièce de résistance, or should I say, the Xcountry Extreme. This thing is stunning. We've done an awesome job of picking the colors inside this van. Kitchen space, we always hear it. No bench room, I need more bench room. Michael, where's the bench room? Well, we're finally listening. The girls, the guys in the office have sat down and gone, what does our customers want? What have we done in the past 6 months with our orders that really give the customer maximum exposure for their whole use of the main area of the van? It's not the seating area, you're sitting there, it's fine. The kitchen. What do you need in a kitchen that gets you the best exposure in your kitchen? So, we've gone for a single sink. That has given you a huge amount of bench space across this area. With black hardware from the team at Razor, this is a stunning sink. This thing is black all the way through. As far as scratches, and we hear all the time, oh, does it scratch? It doesn't scratch. I got the same one at home. This thing is a weapon. It's in my butler's pantry. We punish it. We got a 20-month-old just walking up all the time. Gets absolutely hammered. This thing stands the test of time. It's got a filter tap. It's got a standard tap. It's got a tap. Buy it, it's a tap. Now, we have a underbench microwave for all of your cooking. It's got convection settings, so it has beverage, popcorn, for all those popcorn needs. We know you caravanners and your popcorn. We have baked potato, pizza, baked potato. How are you not buying this? Frozen dinner, and a reheat option. Well, I mean, it's a microwave. Be surprised if it didn't reheat. We have a pot drawer. Now, I don't want you getting too excited, but there may be another pot drawer. And then after that, maybe another one. Who knows? Under bench space, we have flaps all the way through this. There is a heaper under bench storage here. This kitchen has been handcrafted by the team of Crusader to give you maximum efficiency. We have power points underneath here. We have a smell trap, non-return. All of our waste piping in the caravans are PVC. We have John Guest water lines. Of course, they're water grade and food grade, and we also have a hot water line as well, all to plumbing compliance. We have our own in-house electricians and plumbers to make sure that that work is a stock standard level of acceptance every single time. We're not using random contractors. Joe comes in on a Wednesday, Bill comes in on a Saturday. None of that. This is one guy. Old Shane, if you're watching this, you're doing a good job, mate. We have another drawer, another drawer, another flip, and then a cutlery drawer at the top here as well. All the bench tops and splashback are a marine ply. All the furniture are a marine ply also as well. So as far as build composition goes, there's nothing better you can build this thing with. This is built with the full intention of going anywhere you need. We have that other pot drawer. Now, I don't want you getting too excited. Just keep it on. Just pull up. It's a professional company. Another pot drawer. I know what you're thinking. How much pot can one person have? Heaps. If you ask me, heaps. We have more bench space. There is a heap of bench space in this area as well. Because of the single sink and the induction cooktop, the way the factory have laid it out, and we've laid it out in a horizontal method to allow for actual use of these pots. Problem is, if it runs that vertical method, you start getting too close to splashbacks. You still, you've got glue that reacts to heat in these areas. You want to make sure that everyone's safe, everyone works. This is the induction cooktop from Thetford. This is a 15 amp power supply power point underneath the bench top. It has different heat settings. Of course, we run this with our induction testers to make sure everything's up to par, and this is running off its inverter. It is an awesome system, pulls about 120 amps depending on how it's operating and where it's operating from. Cupboards and storage, we have range hood, boom. We have double power point, full work area is right here on our bench top. You can't miss a beat. There is so much storage, even just this little area here. You could pop a coffee machine just for travel and then pop in for use just here. You don't miss anything in this kitchen. It is so wide, no wider than the rest, but it's just maximized with the sort of appliances that we've got. No need for those dicky recessed cooktops, no need for that unfinished, imperfected bench tops. This is everything you're gonna need as far as use. Massive window that has a 3-click point system, 1, 2, and 3, like so. Pop this, the thing. You couldn't ask for a better and happier working environment. As far as MasterChef guys go, man, they bleed on having something like this. This is top tier. Piano hinging to all the cupboards, all the way across. You've got so much storage if you're working in this one area, you're preparing yourself a meal or frying up some beans or whatever you're up to, you've got a full workflow. There is nothing interrupting or impeding this space. It is the best assembled kitchen on the market, in my opinion, with these sort of appliances and high-end product that's gone into this. Maybe for more of the viewing, guys. 220 litre fridge, ta-da! We have wire shelving from the team at Dometic. This is a compressor fridge. It's going to run off those batteries effortlessly. But next to the fridge, where do you put all the stuff that doesn't go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the little flap down there. Not impressive, but you know, what are you going to do with the flap? We have our ensuite with the brand new Fresca 3.2 kilo washing machine. Pop, just like so, and it got me. So that was fun. We have hot water service as well as a little bit of extra storage and a little hiding spot for all that cash you cross-country extreme buyers have got laying around. We have a sliding door across with black towel rails, of course. And we have an ensuite window, hatch above our head with a fan for an in and out, so it sucks air in, puts air in, whatever you guys like, depending on the climate, of course. We have storage and our washing machine, so you got all your chemicals and stuff up there. Black basin, black sink hardware. Shaving cabinet, best ensuites on the market. Touch light, boom, boom. We have our top overhead cupboard storage. All of the wiring in the composite vans runs behind all the cabinetry. There is a cavity that we hide, seal, make look beautiful. Hardest thing about building composite vans is the wiring. We have 6mm cavities running through the whole entire system. All of our wiring's an automotive loom, plug, plug, plug. 50 vans a week at Crusader Caravans manufacturing means high-end output for such a quality built van is something absolutely extraordinary. It's the best manufacturing facility within caravans in the entire market. Check out the tutorial and the walkthrough video of the manufacturer. It is something amazing to watch. The Ogo toilets. It's a composting toilet. What does a composting toilet do? It separates the solids from the liquids. The feedback on these units is they are the best toilet going around. It does an automatic, it started spinning everything. It does an automatic churn, if you will. You know, you've got everything in here. You've got all of your liquids, you've got your solids in here, and you press a little button, and the carriage inside here turns and spins everything around. So we give you a full detail handover on this. It's got all your spray to be able to make sure the bowl is nice and moist. And we have a brick in here as well that is the composting brick that allows for all of the solid waste to be eaten by bacteria, if you will. It's a very, very cool system, and it's something that a lot of people, as far as free camping, can get months on end really without emptying, depending on how often they're going to the bathroom, of course. But the liquid toilet within an off-road market definitely is decreasing, and we're seeing a lot more demand for these Ogos. Since having in the dealership, we've had 4 people change their orders to compensate with that toilet. It's an awesome little system. So definitely do your research on them. There's something different and definitely going to be taking the industry by storm. We have a fully fiberglass shower cubicle. Ta-da! Voila! We have a fan at the top here. Let a little bit of light in. We have our black hardware, our black taps. We've got floor protectors on the bottom, so that way when you, Mr. Customer, come and take it, it's well protected. We have fiberglass shower cubicles. Everything is one piece. There is no joins in our shower, which means there's no chance of ingress, if you will. Come with me. Cafe donut seating. It is the preferred seating amongst the people traveling. We have a pull-out table off the wall. Do you reckon I can keep the books there? Steady hands. Should have been a tattooist. We have a heap of prep area here as well. We have a window, so I'm out looking here across the beach. There's some fantastic views you're going to come across here. We have fans either side, as well as reading lights, as well as USBs in our reading lights, and a power point for our multiple power supply there as well for the auto switching. Now, can he do it again? Who knows? What a guy. Whew. We have an electrical overhead cupboard up here. So, looks a bit different because we're one of the most compliant manufacturers going around. Camera switch, bang, water pump, secondary water pump. Main water pump, not secondary, I do apologise. Offside annex light, AC switch for our aircon, fridge power point, dimmable strip lighting above the cupboards, standard. We have wireless switch receivers for all of our lighting, which we'll show you when we have a look at the Victron system, as well as our CD auxiliary and Bluetooth radio. We have our solar panel fuses up here, as well as a ignition protected waterproof breaker. So That there disconnects the whole sole, allows for testing under the new compliance. 2 large range hoods, skylights, I do apologize, and a FJ7 Pro air conditioning IBIS 4 replacement units. This is the new IBIS 5. Why they didn't go with that name, I don't know, but we have an FJ7. It's the best of the best. We have split windows. So, why do we have split windows? So, the old Queenslanders do say, and us Melburnians don't really understand, that the idea is they could shut one off at night, be snoozing in bed, and not be worried about peeping toms as they go through down the bottom. So, you can block the whole area out, or you could leave this one open, lock him off, keep that down, and go nine-eyes. Nice and easy. This is a very Queensland-esque build, WA build, but we're seeing more and more requests for this sort of installation. This is not a standard, it is a build extra within the cross countries, but this is definitely a fan favourite amongst our customers and definitely something that we're being asked more and more for. Queensland dealers, I know, get a lot of requests. This is that one right there. We have full robes, of course. We have our overhead cupboard, all the back there, which is fantastic. And then we have our TV box. We have our full robe. Little sneak peek. See just here. This guy here pulls up. If you need to be able to access, run extra wires later on, you have a full access point here at the back. Not to be played with, but, you know, again, hey, if you've got any spare cash hanging around, not a bad little hidey hole. Looks like it's part of the build and allows for extra installations at a later stage. We're always thinking ahead at Crusader for that next person coming in, new advancement of product, whatever it may be. TV goes back in. We have above my lovely head here a Caravan system. The Caravan, again, I believe this is a West Australia unit. You pop this on when you're driving with that Anderson plug power supply, and it's going to power that unit and fully dust suppress the whole van, keep all of the air out coming into the van through a positive air pressurization system via a massive fan above. Big hatch above the bed, block out or fly-proof screens, of course. We have a 27-inch Majestic TV, like so. It's a smart TV. We have a WineGuard antenna above. So everything is really well thought out. If the question was posed, Michael, what can we add to this Caravan? I would strongly find it difficult to find something to be able to add. Now, I know you've been waiting for this, so just calm down. This is the Victron battery management system with gas heater just there in front. So it comes with gas heating as a standard. It's about a 3.5 heater. Very, very good. European unit, very, very safe. We have a fully labeled system. So we have a 100 amp, 3000 watt auto switching inverter. So this allows for charging and allows for invertering. Don't you like that? Making up words. Invertering. Has an auto switch feature that will automatically go between 12 volt free camp or 240 mains inlet. DC to DC charger at 30 amps. So very simple system, power in, power out, charges the battery, doesn't require ignition power. We've bypassed that. We have an MPPT solar control. Look how thick these wires are. This thing is actually assembled by the team at Arizon in compliance with the team at Victron. So that means that all of that wiring is fully to code, fully to compliance. You can be extremely happy with the fact that you know there's no shortcuts taken. No point in getting a well-built Caravan and then just shortcutting the heck out of it like all these backyard builders do and start sticking 3mm wire for a solar capacity of 50 amps. You start fires very, very quickly. Look at how thick these wires are. They're high flex, high quality. These things are super expensive. Very, very cool system. Non-essential fuses, essential fuses, Serbo. This allows me to be able to have a conversation with you, and with certain codes that may or may not exist just down here, I can tap into that system and see where you're at, what's happening, what's going on. Michael, please, I've got no power. Yep, because you haven't turned the switch on. I can see it on this, blah, 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 blah. Bit of a laugh, and then we move on with our lives. We've got some essential, non-essential MIDI fuses down here. These are a high-end fuse, very, very cool little system. But this is built to spec, built to code by the team at Victron. And how do we monitor it? Well, great question. Come with me, friend, and I can show you the way. We have a Victron system up here. The Victron system allows for water tracking. It allows for AC input. You can actually see here, we've got 13.2, 7 amps out. They talk in watts, so it's 162 watts of supplied DC power, and your solar panels are putting in 59 watts. So it gives you insight into how much percentage you have remaining, so you can actually start calculating how much time you're gonna have. You have inverter switches on and off, charger only, inverter off, or we have AC on. With that AC on, we can actually start turning things on in the Caravan in a free camp setting, providing my guys have actually turned power points on. we can start whacking things on and actually start using these things inside the caravan. It just means that you can be in the middle of nowhere running these appliances for quite a long time. You spend a lot of money. We want you to be out and actually enjoying the camp spots. No point in being out there if you've got no lights. Guys, this van is a weapon. You've had a quick demo of it. Please, if this is something that ticks your box, tickles your fancy, you want to own it, please just give us a call on 03 9359 2938. This van is ready to go. It's been handcrafted by myself and my lovely team here at Crusader Melbourne with the thought process of customers can buy it, they can go anywhere they like, and they will love it. If you have any questions about it, you can email our team at accounts@crusadermelbourne.com. Or alternatively, head to the website, send us an inquiry about something else, or maybe you want to add some of these to your van. Give us a call. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Head to the website, www.crusadercaravansmelbourne.com.au. It won't last long, it's ready to go, and we'll see you on the road as soon as we see you. Thank you so much, guys.